questions, yes? Diburei Emunah, daf kuf from this. Yeah, bring it on. All right. A person should always think about Kadosh Baruch Hu. Should always live with all Malchus Shemayim, the yoke of the kingdom of heaven. And if I stopped for a minute, if I strayed for a minute from a thought of Kedusha, I have to return back. Oil, a yoke, means, means a load. Yeah. When you're carrying a load, you cannot stop thinking about it because you have to be careful it doesn't fall down. That's why we're saying, all Malchus Shemayim, the yoke of the kingdom of heaven. The Mishnah says, anybody who's accepted upon himself the yoke of Torah, they remove from him the yoke of Malchus and Derech Eretz. Because the nature of creation is any person has a burden, has a yoke. No such thing. Every person has a yoke. It can either be a physical yoke or a spiritual yoke. And when you accept upon yourself the yoke of Torah, Mimela, they take off you the physical yoke. And this Tikkun Zohar is a tremendous chizik for us. S'u marom einechem. Elevate your eyes to Hashem, to above. This is already Kabbalah's Ol Malchus Shemayim. The minute you look up, this is already Kabbalah's Malchus Shemayim. But it has to be in Shachris, in Mincha, and Ma'ariv. The very looking up to Shemayim is already an acceptance of the yoke of the kingdom of heaven. And the Lashon HaTfilah, v'chula makabelei ol malchut Shemayim, everybody, bli yitzim min haklal. So I have to be including myself in the cloud of all those who accept upon himself the yoke of the kingdom of heaven. And it's not the kind of oil that tires you out, and at the end you take it off. This is a yoke that's supposed to be on you all the time. And this is, as we know, the whole Indian of Rosh Hashanah is accepting the yoke of the Malchus of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rabbi Nosson used to say, the entire world is screaming Amelech, and the coronation is in Uman. And he says the place of the coronation is in Uman. The practical explanation is accepting the yoke of the Malchus of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is through the way and the eitzes of Rabbeinu. We have to be meschazik in accepting the yoke of Malchus Shemayim, and this yoke should be on us at all times. And it's good that the yoke should be, because if chas v'chalila you won't have that yoke, you'll have a different one. And lo pam, we see that the person is going here and there, is running all over the place like a crazy person, not knowing what to do. He thinks that he has what to do. He has to deal with the banks, he has to deal with this, and deal with that. It's called hevel avolim. It's all shtusim. What do you think? I think he's going to carry this with him to the grave. What's he going to do with it? He says, you have to do what you have to do, obviously. I mean, bevadai. But the main thing is Ol Malchus Shemayim. That's the yoke that the person needs to take upon himself, and not any other yoke. And in order for this, that you should have this holy yoke. First of all, you have to have Bresel v'Chosid. You have to be a Bresel v'Chosid. You should obey the Rebbe. Keep the Et Chatzoyin of Chatzois. Speak Diburei Emunah Baruch Hu. Learn Sifrei Rabbeinu. B'mekayim the Rebbe's eitzes. Everybody should have a good friend to speak to him and avodas Hashem. That's the way we're able to hold ourselves with this oil. Now this oil is constant. It says, Shivis Hashem Negi Tomed. I place myself before me at all times, perpetually. It is forbidden that we should get this yoke off us anytime, anywhere. It's true, with other Rebbe's eitzes, it will be extremely heavy. It's really difficult. But with the Eitzes of the Tzaddik, that yoke becomes freedom and a source of happiness. Until now, for today,